back at Miami University again, in the lobby. Sort of the third section of work is work that I was making at the same time. This is like 20, I would say 20,
2008, 2009.
yeah, 2009 to 2012 to 13, right? Sort of in that area when I was working also on a project with the incarceration camps. So to take a break from that sort of serious subject matter, I started making these, which are really about imagination and child's play, right? And that space in between what's real and what's not. And I wanted to use charcoal and paint directly on the image. And actually, for these, the idea that they were actually inkjet prints, right? Helped me to psychologically get over that sort of photographic sort of barrier, right? So the photograph could live in both those places or in between.
And how'd you get those models? Who are they?
What are you doing? So kids are kids, you know. So this is our daughter, and these are neighbor kids. That I just like say, hey, come here, you know, they be in this picture. And actually, they're just playing hide and seek, sort of, right? But in kind of a creepy way. And I love how this actually works off the wall, you know, kind of with the color that I added with oil paint. So it's actually an inkjet print, and then it's charcoal, graphite applied, and then paint on top of that. So it's oil paint on top of
Yeah,
that.
it looks more like a sepia tone.
Yeah, but you can see the brush strokes in there. Kind of kept it a little bit loose, you know. And you,
I want to see.
Want to show anybody a particular area?
not really. I mean, you can kind of get it by walking around. It's like, you know. That's good. That's good.
I'm going to swing over to this side.
Yeah. Is the video still running?
Yeah, it's right. It's good.
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is part of that group too. So this is Zaki, who was actually here at the opening, or the reception. But this is the crazy thing, modern Photoshop people, right? All this, the ball's going into his head and the car's coming out. I actually made that, and there was actually a stick with balls glued to it, and then this was hanging. And I took all the extraneous things off in Photoshop, I guess that's what I used that for. But nothing was added or made in Photoshop.
So those cars were like hanging from wires.
They were hanging from wires, right? So this is an old guy working with Photoshop, but I also love that sort of the creation of that and sort of that idea. And then it's also painted and with oil paint and charcoal on top of the image. Right?
So, I mean,
Let's
this
see.
is playful, right?
Yes,
And it's called
definitely.
In One Ear, right? And so
Right.
that's saying something else. Did that have anything to do with parenting at the time?
Could have been, I mean, in 1 year, out the other, right? I love his FBI shirt. That's just a thing, sort of like, yeah, these guys, his kids were really
Terrific
helpful.
models.
Yeah, they were awesome. They, you know, they would just do whatever I thought. I love his smile.
I do too.
That
I
little,
like that he has an
a look.
FBI t-shirt on.
Yeah,
too.
that's all those little things, right? Sort of look back on and what might have been really quick decisions at the time become significant, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so moving on to this
Tool,
one.
yeah, this is called Tool. I love this one. It's Jeremy, Zach's brother.
Zach's brother.
Yeah, and this is Melissa's arm, that muscular sort of arm. But and this is I made this piece, right? Combination of certain things, but
So did Melissa hold it up to his head?
yeah, I was
Okay.
holding it up,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully it looks like it goes through his head a little bit, but I like his nose and.
Looks a little bit sadistic.
I don't know. Yeah, it was all meant to be kind of fun and imaginative, you know. And but they all have like besides Zaki's image, they all seem to have like a little darker edge to them, you know. And I kept like with the charcoal, you can come in and see like the edges are marked and the charcoal's markings are visible, right? So I'm not hiding anything, and then the paint is here, so you can see the oil paint over that. And I think those are really kind of cool little details you find. If you see the piece, now this piece, you see it digitally, right? And you won't see all those little details. So I mean, the object of the piece is important too.
Yeah, so it's great to see it in person while it's
Yeah.
up. Let's
Yeah.
move
And
on.
the scale